Happy Campers, manual reflects another, component of language acquisition called, objectivity. The whole scenes in the book targets one thing called objectivity. Each unit targets a clear objective. Kids usually transform into tangible, ideas in their writing, tasks. In other words, both the global scene and the specific scene contribute to the implementation of objectivity in comprehension texts and to the transformation of such objectives into writing. I'm going to say it, a sample from the book number 4, unit number 3. The samples reveals, these, components: airport, office, clinic, theater, lab, restaurant, police station, fire station. So that's contained in the global scene. But the specific scene reveals another thing, which is the communication the kids are going, to share. I want to be a vet. A vet helps animals. Does a vet clean teeth? Yes, she does. Animal teeth. That's in a specific scene. If you go, to comprehension text, especially, grade jobs, some people have the same profession, but the jobs they do are very different. For example, a scientist does experiments in many different places. After, reading the text, the kids are given, to fill the chart and to transform the ideas into writing tasks. So the task is, what's your future job, or what do you want to be in the future? And if you choose, for example, to be a doctor, you're going to say, I want to be a doctor. A doctor works in clinic. He takes care of people. So the linguistic reference, originates in the specific scene. So the tasks, especially communication, tasks are going to be transformed into writing tasks. Let's, go to another component, which is reality. Happy Campers introduces linguistic scenes that are real life activities or experiences. And that's the most important, elements or component of communication. It's reality. So the more the scenes are real, or belong, to reality, to current life, today, or conversation, today routine, etc. So the acquisition, process becomes an easy, task. Happy Camper introduces linguistic scenes that are real-life activities or experiences. Such scenes can connect kids to the world of reality, the tangible world, where they like to be situated. So, Happy Campers in book number 3, unit number 7. The global scene is swimsuit, clothes you need for swimming activities. And the specific scene, the activities you like, to do in the beach. Flying a kite, making a sandcastle, sailing a boat, swimming, etc. Real analysis of linguistic discourse inside first language scenes. As summer approaches, kids get excited. they're eager and ready to spend their time, precious moments, in the beach. The first thing they want to do is to get dressed in summer clothes such as shorts, sandals, sunglasses, etc. That's why the linguistic scene, the global one, includes such clothes. And the best public area where linguistic performance is going to take place is the beach. Absolutely. So the bio-neurolinguistic device or data is full of real-life activities and experiences in a different or with different sonic units, which is in Morocco Arabic sonic units, or the sounds that belong to our mother tongue, so which facilitates the process of language acquisition. And in second language teaching, the performance of the specific scenes becomes just a matter of sound swift. Right. Let's go now to linguistic harmony. Linguistic harmony targets or contains these elements: linguistic order and linguistic coherence. The question is that, does the book reflect or respect linguistic order? Simply to say, yes, it does. But how can we justify, this? The best way is to investigate the linguistic, chain of events contained in the books. We choose here, book number 3, unit number 5. This unit does really embody that linguistic order. It's where kids are going to acquire and produce language logically. We choose here unit number 5, which introduces fun activities and home chores. Let's study that linguistic order contained in the unit. The major question is, which comes first, fun activities or home chores? Here we must, go back to the acquisition and production process to see what's the most dominating part, especially in the first stages of acquisition and production. So regarding the logical order of events that contribute to the process of acquisition and production, fun, games consist a major part of the world of kids. Chores and accidental events precede gaming activities and other fun styles. Are kids required to do chores in the first phases of their childhood? Absolutely not. In one sense, getting engaged in some gaming activities is some kind of chores. At a certain age, having fun and doing some chores alternate. We're talking about the alternation of gaming activities and chores contained in these activities. I'm going to explain more and more. So having fun and doing some chores alternate, become connected to each other, that the kid's cognitive capacity begins, bit by bit to distinguish between the difference or between gaming activities that contain some forms of duties and the chores that are really distinguished from these forms. For example, playing with toys symbolizes that fact. Each game is just a reflection of fun with a certain amount of duty. For example, kid nursing gaming activities and their impact on the kid. If you buy, for example, your daughter some nursing toys, make sure that the fact she gets engaged in these activities is going to impact her psychology, her cognition, etc. Because these gaming activities is going to build confidence and help her develop social skills and communication, and push her to learn how to care for others and the environment. In addition, to the facilitation of language acquisition and production process done, a sense of duty and object assessment is also transferred to the cognition of the child. Another example, if you buy your daughter another toy, we choose kitchen utensils. Your daughter is going to play some games like of how to cook and how to wash the dish. Fun is the most, dominating. But through that dominating part, many linguistic elements are going to be constituted. Because through gaming activities, many patterns of behavior, forms of life, styles, etc. are going to be transferred to the cognition of the child. So linguistic discourse and kitchen chores, the acquisition of language within kitchen linguistic scenes becomes a necessary process in the field of semantics and pragmatics, as it provides us with these essential, things. Logical linguistic, discourse, logical linguistic order, and logical, linguistic alternation.